Coach.
MP, welcome, man. Welcome. Have a seat.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Man, we are so thrilled to have you part of this team.
Yeah, like I said during my workout, this is where I want to be. So
Good.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you, and we're happy to grab you when we were. You know, we've got high hopes for your career, and we're hoping for you to contribute immediately.
Same. I'm looking to make an impact.
Great. All right, look, MP, I love that energy, but we're here to help you
Well, it is a special night for this young man. The home debut of MP. You know he's ready to show this fan base what he can do. This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Now Sacramento's starting five. Outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And for Phoenix, perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. O'Neal is out there with Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the point. You know, RJ, you can feel the excitement in the air. It's the season opener for both these teams.
The wait is finally over for these fans. Both teams hoping to kick things off with a win, so I expect a lot of effort tonight.
Here's Gillespie. Williams, a screen on Levine. Booker, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
O'Neal finds Booker. Stolen by Levine. Let's throw it over to Allie, who had... .26 seconds left to play here in the first. Now, here's Hunter. 7 points in the game. 11 seconds left in the first. 5 on the clock. The layup off target. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Kings lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
They got Jalen Green. He's out there with Goodwin. MP out there with Allen. And it's Iguodala in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And here making his NBA debut tonight is MP, a native out of rural Vermont. And MP has had quite the path to get to the NBA.
Hey, what do they say? It's not where you came from, it's where you're headed. MP might hail from a state not known for producing basketball stars, but he's here now and has the right mentality from what I've seen.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, nobody's quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 3. Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there. They set the screen. Levine can't hit.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And it's Green with the jam.
Look at Green showing some hustle on the offensive boards.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And Greg, you watch Jalen Green, so much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Suns third.
Well, it speaks to how active and energetic they were when operating behind the arc. Great three-point shooting team last year.
Here's Sabonis. Outside Westbrook. Pass to DeRozan. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Touch by him. .54 seconds left here in the second. Outside Westbrook. Levine deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Here's Sabonis. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And it's 6 points for Sabonis.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to this screen.
Here's Simon. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Sabonis. And the rejection by MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's an 8-point Suns lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
DeRozan with it. 8 points for him. That one doesn't go. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Look here now at Sacramento. They don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road, kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen and trying to take all my barbecue chicken.
That's because you're in my building, and I'm eating all the barbecue chicken, big fella.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Sacramento Kings.
They need to get after it more on the glass.
Problem is, they're going up against some very good rebounders.
Yeah, but if you don't try, you're definitely going to fail, Ernie.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Mark Williams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him?
And here are the Kings now. A 12-point game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. And the rejection by MP.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
You want to get the ball to MP around the hoop. That was a good job there.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
It's good. MP's got 4 this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Suns making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Kings also with the sub. Monk's checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And it's Brooks in the corner, outside Williams. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Takes a 3, carries it from three-point range. Brooks has got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Kings trail by 21. Pass to Sabonis. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the way in.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Gillespie. Now Brooks in the corner, O'Neal with it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's DeRozan. The shot, no good. Good defense by MP. Brooks, the pass to Gillespie. O'Neal, the bounce pass. Brooks finds MP. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Sabonis.
Dangerous all over the floor. Sabonis demands the defense's full attention.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Sabonis. Sacramento making a switch here. And Sabonis drops them both. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Westbrook against Booker. Inside. Here's MP. The shot from the low post is good. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
For 3, Levine hits it from three-point range.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And so it's MP making things happen for Phoenix. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jalen Green is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Allen. Then it's MP. And it's Iguodala in at the 4-man position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Hunter for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. MP's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Iguodala. On the wing, Green. Here's Iguodala. To the middle. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
O'Neal's check in for Phoenix. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
So the wing on the left. Here's Sabonis. Off target from outside. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Down low. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Booker. 25 points for MP. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook kicks to Hunter. Sabonis' screen on O'Neal. To the paint. To halt the run. In the corner, it's Monk. No good from outside. The Suns have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And he finishes nicely on the layup. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The Suns have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go win. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Yep, it counts.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. So for the Suns, Iguodaro's checked in, and Goodwin subbed in for Devin Booker. Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, Sabonis is committed to getting his team points. That's part of his role, and he's been aggressive offensively.
And that one, good. MP's got 29.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Levine passes to Sabonis. DeRozan inside. Allen defending. Just 5 to shoot. Westbrook dishes to Murray. And the 3 off target. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-4 run.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Phoenix.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
MP with a screen on Murray. Green finds Allen. Here's MP, and they double up MP. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the win, MP. You led by example tonight, finishing with a double-double. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's not something I'm thinking about.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that...
Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, that all looks great.
All right, MP doing his pregame routine, mentally preparing for tonight's opponent. This.
There he is.
Yeah, performances should be second to regular season evaluation.
Summer trips. Oh, you don't skip like a summer and whale watching is so fun. Oh, we're shaking our teeth.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hello, basketball fans. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, BA, they want to see execution on the game plan.
Suns going with a whole new group out there. And MP has made his goal clear. He has his sights set on beating the top teams in the league because he knows to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Well, I really respect MP setting such a high bar, not just for himself, but for his team as well. It demonstrates leadership on his behalf, and this sort of approach can certainly draw a lot of attention to try to disprove MP and try to invalidate his ability. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs.
And a bit of an unusual path for MP to make his way into the NBA. He refined his game playing overseas in Europe before landing on a roster here in the States.
And heading overseas to work on your game is something I don't think enough young prospects take advantage of. There are some great success stories in the NBA of players who did that, and hopefully MP can add his name to that list.
Devin Booker, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. 8. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Nicholas Batum out there with Derrick Jones. Then there's Chris Dunn. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Garland in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Clippers last season, inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers, Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Brian?
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn. Fires hitting the triple. Dunn's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Wow, drilling the answer from distance. Chris Dunn playing with a competitive edge.
Back to Green. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For the Clippers, Jackson, he's checked in for Batum, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Bradley Beal. Phoenix also changing it up. Dylan Brooks checked in for Iguodala. Devin Booker comes in for Allen, and Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. To the paint. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Phoenix making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front courts last offseason, and the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins and signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
A heavy veteran roster. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Outside Jones, just 5 to shoot, to the inside. Second chance effort. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Some changes for Los Angeles. Brook Lopez is checked in for Jackson. John Collins comes in for Jones. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Dunn. Pass to Lopez. 14 feet away. No good off the glass.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Gillespie. Back to MP. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. To end the run, MP with the block.
Wow, the defensive instincts of MP shining through on that block.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Well, here's what MP had to say about facing one of the best teams in the conference. Games like this are bookmarks, he said, potential moments when the big picture unfolds. We want to have our hands raised at the end of these chapters. Guys, back to you.
Oh, yeah, sounds like it's going to be a real page-turner, Allie. And so Ty Lue calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Dunn, he's checked in for Garland. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. The Clippers, 4th.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Down low. Back to Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Lopez, the screen on Booker. Mathurin passes to Lopez. Nails it from 3. Lopez has got 10 points in the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
MP again.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Los Angeles has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Pass to Dunn. And here's Mathurin from the arc. He buries it from 3. Mathurin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. MP with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Here's MP. 19 points in the game. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And so it's Phoenix out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And guys, when you look at some of these games, what stands out to you?
I like seeing the best of the best go at it, Ernie. I mean, like two teams who are evenly matched, because those are the type of teams that I played for my entire career.
Kenny, stop it. You beat me one time. You don't want to talk about dominant teams. Those were led by me. You got so lucky. Make the free throws, Nick.
I don't think that's true, big man. When it comes to my lifetime record against you, even with other teams, I went easy.
And here we go again. Sorry, folks. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Suns.
They love to run. At times, it looks like a layup line. They can hit the three, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
On the court right now for the Suns. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. Royce O'Neal is out there with Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the point. Booker for three. Pure from three-point range. Booker's got 11 points.
Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any three he gets. That is pretty.
Mathurin passes to Garland. Tries it from 19. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Booker, the pass to Williams. Brooks outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for him.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Collins outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Leonard. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Leonard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
Brooks, the pass to Williams. Here's Gillespie, guarded by Garland. Tries from 6 feet. Nice D from Garland.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, B.A., they followed that trip to the finals.
checked in for Devin Booker. And so it's Phoenix with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And that one's good for Brooks.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Garland for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Brooks outside. Inside. Here's MP. Wow! Now 10 for 10 after that one. He's on fire.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Garland scanning the floor. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Los Angeles making a change here. Beal's checked in. And a change for the Suns. Allen's checked in. Outside Jones. Pass to Beal. The 3 is up. The rebound by MP. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And the shot's good. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Dunn outside. Brooks against Leonard. Up and over Brooks. Leonard, good. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
Allen outside. Pass to Gillespie. Now here's Williams. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. MP's doubled. The shot's good. MP's got 25 points.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Three-pointer, Beal. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix. A huge 24-point lead for them. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Derek Jones is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Jackson. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Dunn in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Garland with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Tries the spin move. Pass to Dunn. There's the triple. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Boy, we know he's going to bring it on the defensive end, but you see Dunn knocking down threes. Yes, sir.
Allen outside. Booker, the pass to MP. 6 to shoot. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And Doris, the Clippers coach, Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds. Come on, this guy's a gifted shooter, and Beal can space the floor with the best of them.
Pass to Allen. Here's Goodwin. Here's Iguodala. Outside, Green. For 3, Allen knocks down the long J.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. is something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Green from the arc. Pass to Iguodaro. To the middle. Goes back up. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Allen. MP's got 29.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Leonard for three. Jones drops in the layup for two.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
And it's good for two. MP's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defense has to know this. MP, if he gets space inside, he will finish.
Pass to Leonard. We've got 1:28 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Suns.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
The Clippers have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by MP.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. MP's got 35 in the game. Now Los Angeles with it. Outside Garland. And here's Lopez. Outside Matherin. Takes a three. And again, it's Clippers missing.
Hey, get on MP. On the wing.
Pass to Goodwin. To the inside. And MP throws it down.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Now over to Dominic Hamill.
A great scoring effort from you tonight, MP, as you top 30 points in a win. Watching you play, it looked like this wasn't just any old win for you.
These are the nights you live for, Dominic. Your shots are...
BA, over to you.
Okay, Dominic, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.
Over here, looking at me. Come on.
Yes, Miss Harkin.
Oh,
Better be a good one, Melinda.
oh, please, Frank. MP, your opponent said they anticipated this being an easy victory. In response, you not only guaranteed a win, but a blowout. And you delivered. Do you think this redeems you guys?
That was just a big mistake on their part. They called us out.
MP, right here, I got a great question for you. Right here.
Miss Harkin.
MP. Obviously, a lot of the talk coming into this one centered on comments about you guys being...
That's a room full of professionals in there. Room full of dogs.
Big game tonight.
Man, they're all big, Xander. But tonight we're going up against an incredible defensive squad. We know what we're in for.
All right, what does that mean to you as far as pregame prep or the mental side of the game? What's the difference in how you approach this game versus others?
Oh, the scouting report. It's a bit more in-depth, but you don't want to change up your approach too much. Still got to play to your strengths.
So make adjustments.
You good, MP?
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sport. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Mark Williams is out there with O'Neal. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard. And for the Warriors. And when you...
We hear all the time about how valuable having experienced players can be. And clearly, both of these teams have bought into that philosophy.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And MP tries to bring out his best when he's matched up against any of the league's top teams. You know, he has said it publicly, but he puts a lot of stock in games like this one.
And that's the thing about MP. He loves a challenge. We've already seen how he can raise his game in this kind of a situation. I know he's more than fired up for this contest.
You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very stacked Istanbul team.
To get experience like that, playing in a championship against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of...
Wow, MP just explodes off the floor. What an athlete.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, when you get a second chance opportunity here or there, it starts to add up.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. DeAnthony Melton out there with Moody. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Horford. And it's Santos in at the power forward position. That one drops for him. MP's got his third basket of the night right there.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
And when we look at this Suns team, Tim, over the last few seasons, what's the first word that comes to mind for you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say underachievement. You think back to 2021, 2 wins away from an NBA title. They made some swing for the fences type of decisions, and, well, it just didn't pan out.
Melton passes to Moody. Horford with a screen on Green. Outside, Horford. Here's Santos. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Santos has got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. And it's Goodwin with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Inside. Here's MP, getting it done against contact. It's MP.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Melton passes to Butler. Outside, Horford. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pass to Butler. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was a really important time, and it was good for me." Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Gillespie, the pass to MP. Booker dishes to MP. Close in, no stopping MP.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Warriors leading by 6. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Brooks outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's MP. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Curry finds Butler. Here's Porzingis from outside the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Brooks has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Gillespie. He's looking for MP and finds him. It's good. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Down low is Porzingis. He doesn't hit that one. Good defense by MP.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, the dime from MP on time and on target.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Curry kicks to Butler. Horford with a screen on Brooks. Well, their passage to Porzingis. Going inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Long strides. Guys, KP able to cover some ground on his way inside.
Booker in the corner. Back to MP. Booker with it. MP left side. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of the possession.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco.
Welcome, folks, for the Phoenix Suns tonight. They're looking at what should be a good battle in a game that's still up for grabs. Could come down to the last shot. Let me ask, when you guys were playing, which teammate of yours was the best clutch scorer?
Well, I had a few. Kobe, Big Shot Bob, Derek Fisher, but my favorite is Ernie Bartholomew Johnson.
Ooh, Ernie, that's a big shot maker. But I'm going to go with Big Shot Bob, too.
Yeah.
Because we both played with him.
Yes, you did, and nice to see you agreeing on something for a change. And now let's talk about this game in the first half of the Phoenix Suns. A tough battle so far.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they can get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when they would foul you? Freebies?
Nah, it was usually and one. Free throws were just a bonus.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere. Checked in for Seth Curry. MP's checked in for Phoenix. Allen comes in for Devin Booker. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
After 4 seasons in Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga moves on, and he was the guy that they drafted number 7 overall. But after a lengthy free agency saga in which the Warriors and Kuminga exchanged several proposals, and they had several sign and trade discussions, Kuminga lands elsewhere. So his run in Golden State is over. They're losing a good young player. Let's see how they can replenish the cupboard there in Golden State.
Certainly something to watch. And Shams, we appreciate the report. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Williams is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's MP. Then there's Allen. And it's Gillespie in at the 1 spot. Curry looking around. Butler kicks to Porzingis. Over MP. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. The Suns shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. And again, MP. MP's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Green against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen on Allen. A nice shot by Moody.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And when we... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Moody, DeAnthony Melton out there with Seth Curry, and there's Porzingis, and it's Santos in at the power forward. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Pass to Allen. And here is MP. Oh, that's a monster jam by MP.
He has come out of the halftime on a mission, just relentless.
Here's Melton. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now here's Porzingis. Here's Santos. It's Curry outside. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. MP fights for it.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Porzingis with a screen on Booker. Curry can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
MP inside. He's against Porzingis, and the shot goes in. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now let's send it over to our courts. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. A solid scoring night for you, MP, but not enough to come away with the win. Talk about a tough night.
Real talk?
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks. And...
Night MP. MP about to tear the roof off. Nice job, man.
Round 1 continues with a heavy dose of citrus. The Chicago Bulls have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized, for their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Charlotte Hornets. Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all coming up next.
And a potential closeout game here tonight. It's 3-0. Advancement to round 2 in the Eastern Conference at stake. In this game, you look at Charlotte, you don't want to write a team off. When you go 3-0, there isn't a lot of hope to go around.
This team can see the writing on the wall. With that said, they can still play for pride and put up a fight. Give them something to play for next season.
Good Chicago. Josh Giddey has to
take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
The Hornets making a switch here. White's checked in. They're just feeling it out a little bit. Will it go? And it's leaving.
You need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Getting passes to Collins. From deep MP. MP's got 11 points.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of the rim. This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
1:41 left in the first quarter. This one's a three. Giddy's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's White. The kick out to Ball. That's MP. 4 on the clock.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Miller outside. Back to Ball.
Well, that's great D. That's what happens when you have great anticipation.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. MP really making a difference here.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
So both teams changing up here. Seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Miller. Oh, and makes it with the twist.
Yeah, I like him whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
MP's got 25 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Come on!
Now White. 3 seconds left. Launches a three. And the three-point goes.
Showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. He's checked in for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball comes in for White, then for Chicago. Toro is checked in for Sexton. MP comes in for Simons. And Giddy subbed in for Jones. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Lillard in at the power forward position.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't really force him. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Charlotte just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
The VA is really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance. Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back.
Counted from distance.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Miller. It's good. And the assist on time from Ball. Miller's got 8 points.
After hitting 0 threes in the first half, he's got a couple now. You can see the confidence building. Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Miller outside.
Points from Miller, making his presence felt. Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
There's a minute 17 left in the second. And there's another one for Chicago.
Nice shot, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Down low. Here's Miller.
A sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Miller against MP. Fires the three. He probably thought he was going to blow it up. There's 38 seconds left to play in the half. Connaughton outside. Outside the arc. Chicago with a rebound. MP with it. He's picked up by Miller. And MP with a basket on the assist from Yabusele. MP's got 44.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
Ball taking his time here.
Who's watching here?
11 seconds left in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Pass to Connaughton. 4-3. That shot off the mark. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. Back after this.
Hello and welcome. And here in Game 4, you couldn't have drawn up a better first half for the Chicago Bulls.
When you can dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. Things not looking great, trailing big. How do they rally back?
Oh, you're asking me? I don't know. I'll give it to Coach Kenny over there. Who you got, Jet?
Well, this is where pride has to kick in. Down in the series, backs against the walls. Are you going to pack it in, or do you want to battle?
That is the question. Men or mice? Got to stick with it. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They got Coach Giddey. Bruce Ellis out there with Isaac Okoro. Then it's MP, and it's Collins in at the 5 down low. Here's Miller. The rebound by MP.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Stolen by Miller. There's a screen. Collinson outside. Pass the ball. Shot is off.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And here's MP from outside. Ball outside. Over Giddey. Shot no good that time either.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
MP always sticks that one from 20 feet. MP's got 49 in the game.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Well, this will make you a little uneasy. Missing 4 in a row to start the third.
Chicago passing it around. Miller pulls it in.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that would be easy points for him at the rim.
Collins outside. The 3 from Ball.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And he makes it.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Miller. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
Love the confidence from this young man. You know, it's so
Gets the 3 to fall.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Here's Miller. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. MP fouls off. The Hornets have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Chicago has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter.
Come around.
Goes up from the top of the key and got it. Another basket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
UPA, it feels like he can't miss.
Pass to Miller. Fires from deep. Chicago with a rebound. There's a minute 17 left in the third. Here's MP. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered. Get here.
Ball passes to Miller.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this game.
3-pointer, Bruce Ellis. And they'll get another chance. And here's MP from outside. Amazing!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Collins outside. Back to Ball. Bridges passes to Ball. Shot again missing.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
It's off the glass and in.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Ball with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The shot is back to Miller. The putback. And so it's Chicago. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along.
Exert yourself by being disciplined.
substitutions. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pat Connaughton is out there with Miles Bridges. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Charlotte has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Connaughton. It's good. And the assist up time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, that's a smart play. Taking advantage of the mismatch in the play.
Back to Jones. MP high post. Shot from 16. Off the top of the rim. No good.
Well, the analytics thought like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Bridges. The 3 from Ball. Knocks it down from distance.
You have to stay in Ball's shirt out there or he will rise and fire.
MP against Connaughton. From deep, MP. Makes it again from distance.
Unbelievable shooting, and he continues to climb the all-time leaderboards for threes made in the playoff game.
Offensive fireworks from long range, putting on a show on the big stage. The nice passing by Charlotte here. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Bulls.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
They just owned this series from the start. A clean sweep and a dominant showing from them.
Yes, super impressive. They took a hold of this series from the jump and just never took their foot off the accelerator.
That's another bucket.
You see how easily he's getting buckets? To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
Man, and get this. He's now tied for the 3rd most points in a playoff game ever. Richards has checked in for Smith. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Miller outside, looking to win the run. A rebound by Yabusele.
In the second half, it seems like they're giving him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Here's MP.
He hits another one. He is scorching hot.
Well, I know this. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning. Shot is up. No good that time either. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago.
Come around.
And here's MP. Lets the 3 fly. Another from 3.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history. They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. And they delivered an epic performance, sweeping this best-of-7 series.
That's what you want to do. Get out of the first round as quickly as possible. Now the road gets a little harder.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana. Take it away, Jennifer.
A truly exceptional performance tonight here, MP. You break 70 points and your team wins the game. What's next?
Post-game treatment, rest, recovery, a little dinner, sleep.
Brian, over to you.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the...
MP?
MP right here.
MP,
Right
got
here.
some really good questions back here.
Remember, it's me.
Hey, back here, MP.
You can
MP.
Miss Conway,
What?
I noticed that you weren't raising your hand. So, let's start with you. You had a lot to say before the playoffs started, and I I want to give you a chance to say something now. Stand up.
Okay. Any concerns about your ability to maintain your performance against your second round matchup?
I respect the troll job, Roseanne. I really do. You,
Obviously, this isn't the way we want to start the series. Losing a key could...
Tough break for MP and company as they lose a starter to injury during morning shoot-around. Not the news you want to hear before.
The kid was everywhere.
Not to mention the 11 assists. You rarely see that happening in big college scoring games, with shorter games and all.
Okay, listen though, let's not get all carried away. I'm bigger than that guy who was guarding the kid.
After work tonight, want to catch some stand-up comedy?
Maybe we can love the idea. How much?
I got you. How you feel last this weekend?
That's a joke in itself. It's not like you're getting physical anyway.
What do you mean?
You picking up the check? You calling him chief?
Oh, 3 rebounds in 4 games is not big deal
twice as much as you do. The last check you picked up was your paycheck. Just stay out on the wing. Maybe you don't need stand-up. We got a comic right here, right now. I want to play on the other.
Birthday's coming up.
With your back?
You looking for a cake?
How'd you know?
Because I've been posting cake.
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Chicago Bulls are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Toronto Raptors. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForest on the sideline. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
Yeah, and in the postseason, you'd love to be at full strength, but neither team is, and they've just got to deal with it.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Here we go. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And Greenwood in the small forward position. And for the Bulls, Trey Jones out there with his feet. That's his shot. Gordon Moore's shot coming. And Polo in the lead. I mean, this is going to be jarring for this team.
They can throw it off 13 as well.
good size, and he knows how to use it. The Bulls leading by 11. The three to Messi. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got the assist.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Just come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Stick with Chris to show the rest of the postseason scoring leader. MD is number one. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. It's a goal. Here's Walter. Into the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. See what this quarter has in store for you. Ellis is checked in for Yabusele. Toro comes in for Ivy. And MP subbed in for Sexton. The Raptors also with a sub. Rich checked in. He's got a Toro. Moose Ellis on for Nick Richards. Then it's in for Simon. And it's Simon with the 2 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. He's got 14.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Toronto Raptors.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. Guys, it appears that everything is going their way so far.
Yeah, it sure is, Ernie. They have to feel great about what they're doing right here. I think it's become clear they are the better team.
Yeah, but remember, guys, this thing ain't over yet. They can't get too comfortable. They need to come out strong. Don't let up and put this thing away.
You're right, Shaq. You can't take anything for granted in this league. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Last 5 on the clock. Jackson the lead for 2. Ingram's got 6.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of their hand.
Pass to Buzelis. And here is MP. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. MP's got 49 points in the game. He's got
Timeout. Start it.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Chicago calls timeout. Bulls out front. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the environment with his feet. They had no chance.
Checked in for Ivy. Chicago calls timeout. Now here's Barnes. Onside, Barrett to the paint. And it's Barrett that time on the assist from Barrett. That's now 8 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch.
We've got Yabusele and Bianco with Anthony Simon. Then there's Colin Sexton, and it's Richards at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together. Series for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget.
You up on court, man. Let's go.
Side, one that I think most will try to win.
Really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
I'm here with MP, whose team pulled out a gutsy win after finding out just moments before tip-off they'd be down a starter. How much confidence does it give you to win this game without one of your most important players?
You know what? We're a confident bunch, Jennifer. I don't think we learned anything we didn't already know. But I bet the other guys are less confident after seeing what we did tonight. And they're probably not looking forward to seeing us at full.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. So long, everyone.
Am I? Are you sure there isn't, I don't know, some player just hanging around listening to all the stuff we say to each other?
Well, why would anybody be listening to us? We don't have anything interesting to say.
You'd be surprised. People are very comfortable invading other people's privacy these days.
Now you're making me paranoid.
I think
Do you think I'd be a good mascot?
Good plan.
For this team? Fine.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
That suit?
Yeah.
Maybe. This arena?
Yeah, in this arena.
So I'm thinking about letting you plan an vacation.
Game 2 of the East.
The postseason continues. You take a look at Toronto. They came up short in Game 1 of the series. Still, they showed some positive signs. knows he has the green light to fire away. We'll be right back after this word. Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals of 2K Sports. Guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
In today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
It's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of this
They've got Nick Richards, Anthony Simons out there with Josh Giddey. With his first shot, Young Center. And it's Sexton in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Blue Bulls. Here's Barnes. Shot is good by Ramo Kelashvili. Ramo Kelashvili's for Chicago. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Young Center. Nakora in for Sexton. And MP subbed in for Simons. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Toronto. Raptors trail by 3. Come around! And about a minute gone in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Barnes.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is a simple athlete that is a
Deep.